I really feel like I've grown a passion towards welding, and it means so much more to me than just like making money.
I worked in Old Town Lansing at a coffee shop, so every single summer I would see ScrapFest on the street, and I'd go and look at these sculptures, and I thought, wow, I want to do that.
It's so much different than welding at school. Collaborate with people and to make a sculpture with no blueprint, like no rules, like no grades.
Just a drawing.
Yeah, that fountain is eye-catching.
Oh,
it's
a
fluid.
draw.
It's so fun.
It
Like
is
there are
fun.
dogs coming up to it.
Welcome to the Still Building America podcast with your co-host Josh Welton
and Darla Welton. Americans haven't forgotten how to work with our hands. There's a dynamic generation of young fabricators, blacksmiths, machinists, welders, hot rod builders, metal workers, manufacturing entrepreneurs, and artists who are still building America.
Want to level up your manufacturing or metal fabrication career? Fabricators and Manufacturers Association connects you with the education, training, and community you need to stay ahead. As an FMA member, you'll get access to exclusive resources, industry events, and a network of professionals who share your passion for making things better. Join today and start building your future in manufacturing at fmamfg.org. And now, back to the episode.
Before we jump into the episode, I wanted to quickly note two things. Josh had to work today, so he's not on this episode, but shout out to him for working so hard and putting in crazy hours for our little family. Love that guy. Also, I wanted to give a quick background on an event that comes up in our conversation, which is ScrapFest. So ScrapFest is an annual metal sculpture competition in Lansing, Michigan, where teams of artists have 1 hour in a scrapyard to collect 500 pounds of reclaimed scrap. Then those teams have 1 month to transform their scrapyard treasures into original works of art. Josh and I have featured ScrapFest in previous articles for thefabricator.com and the Welder magazine, and some participants have been featured on past episodes of the Fabricator podcast. But ScrapFest is where I connected with today's guests, two 20-something Lansing Community College welding students. We talk about creativity, collaboration, and what it's like to maneuver an early career in the skilled trades. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Still Building America podcast. I'm excited for our guests today. I have Miki Lee and Drew Van Zee. It kind of sounds like you guys are a cool band.
We all three of us are a band.
We
actually.
are a band.
Yeah.
We're starting a band right now. Yes. And we're actually sitting in a Panera in Lansing, which is fun. I've never done this before, so thanks for the little extra adventure.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I actually connected with Miki through ScrapFest, and I do think that we met at the scrapyard.
Yeah.
On pickup, which is like the best day
Yeah.
ever. It's so exciting. Oh my gosh. And this was our first year. Like, we had no idea like what to expect for the scrapyard part, so that was so exciting. And then we reconnected again during the festival 2 weeks ago here in Lansing. And then today I've just met Drew for the first time, but Miki connected us and had mentioned that you were a big part of the ScrapFest build, so wanted to get you in here too. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
So let's get a little bit of background on both of you. So Miki, if you want to go first, just tell us a little bit about what interested you in a welding career and just a little bit about what you're doing right now.
Yeah. So I originally was not. I feel like I was just unaware of welding entirely. So I had dropped out of high school, and I was like, man, the college life is not going to be for me, because it wasn't desired to drop out, but it was just unexpected, and it was during COVID, and that online schooling was just not for me. I ended up going back. Oh, yeah. But I ended up going back to finish high school the year after, and then I went to Lansing Community College to start my general associates, and their program enables you to take a lot of electives, so I ended up taking welding just for fun. I didn't really even know what I was getting into. I had to look it up. Yeah, it was super cool though. I was about to finish my associates with that elective too. I had one more elective, and I was like, I love this so much. I'm gonna try taking. That was combination welding, and a little bit of stick, a little bit of oxyacetylene and torch cutting, and then I got to take MIG next. I was like, if I really like this, I'm going to have to stay in school to take my associates because I'm not a school gal at all. Like it's not really for me, but being in welding made me feel like school was for me.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. So once I ended up taking MIG, I was like, all right, this is the easiest decision ever. Like, I'm 100% going back to school for this. That was the craziest decision ever for me at the time because I cannot believe I would admit myself back to school.
You're like, I'm committing to school.
Another
what am
2
I
years,
doing?
yep.
Oh, but you found your thing.
I did, yeah, because I originally thought I was going to go into, like, social work or something.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed, like, all my sociology classes. I had my associates set up so that if I wanted to, I could just finish a sociology associate's.
Yeah.
But I just loved the hands-on work, like, we would be in a lecture, and then after that hour was over, we got to go into the lab and be hands-on with it. And I, within like the same few hours, got to see and connect what we were talking about in our lecture to what I'm doing out here. And eventually, it's hard work. It wasn't easy. I had no prior experience with like hand tools or being hands-on and handling that stuff. But I liked the hard work and I liked the dirty work. So it was good, and it wasn't easy to begin with. But also gradually seeing yourself get better and understanding it, it makes you so proud to see something as simple as like a little tea.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
It's so amazing. I have all of them at home on a shelf. Yeah.
Yes,
so I can see how bad I was and how good I am now.
Like you can actually see the progress.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's like a visual to give yourself credit for because it's hard to do that in general. So
Yeah.
I like stuck to it. I loved being at school. And I mean, it was my biggest way to kind of be in contact with welding. I have a little welder at my cousin's house. Well, he does that. We work on sometimes. I do a lot of car stuff with him, so it's also nice applying yourself that way. Like being hands-on and kind of familiarizing yourself with different tools. So I do a lot of my own car work too, which is super nice.
Sweet.
And yeah, it definitely makes me feel very confident in myself. So especially like as a woman, like I feel like it's not really pushed onto you. At least it wasn't for me.
No
So
way.
it's empowering to do that, especially when you don't have anyone to kind of like lean back on. It's like, okay, I'll just take care of it myself.
I'll
Like,
just
it's-
weld that up. Or,
Yeah, I'll weld that up. I'll fix my
everybody in your
flat.
family's gonna call. Can you come fix
Yeah.
weld this up
yeah.
for me?
No, 100%. And it's awesome. Like I love being able to help people. And it's it's not something everyone has time for, those things.
It's sociology in a whole other way.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's so different going from thinking I was going to be in sociology to doing welding. So, I mean, I wasn't too into it, the sociology stuff. It was just the one thing I could go for. I was still on the fence for it. But when I took the welding classes, I just knew. So I got one certificate, and the welding classes, they certify you in like weld safety, each of the welding processes, like MIG, TIG, stick. So I'm grateful to have those, and LCC really helps their students. Like we got our OSHA 30 cards, and you get different certificates from each of those, and I'm almost done with my welding associates now, but there are so many extracurriculars that I was able to do as well, and it was nice to kind of dive into that community, because it's a little nerve-wracking at first. It's like, okay, I feel kind of out of place. Like I've never done this before in my life, and even like the younger kids, like the Eaton Risa kids we were talking
The high
about,
school
they
kids.
have backgrounds and they've grown up doing this. Some of them, and I haven't, and it kind of like shakes off the nerves to
for sure.
be more open to that community. And I'm very grateful for my experience at LCC, honestly, because it's so important to know what you're doing. I really feel like I've grown a passion towards welding, and it means so much more to me than just like making money. So
I love that.
That's so important to me. I got to do a few different like articles and podcasts, and I got to speak at a manufacturing press conference, and I'm just grateful for that. I got to meet amazing people, and I got to do ScrapFest, and it's so much different than welding at school, to have to like collaborate with people and to make a sculpture with no blueprint, like no rules, like no grades. So
Just a drawing.
yeah, right, a doodle.
Which is so fun,
Yeah.
right? Like anything
It's
goes.
super fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And it looks nothing like the drawing that we that I drew up, but
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
it's awesome regardless. It was just such a fun project.
Oh, that's so cool. We'll definitely get more into that. Drew, tell us a little bit about how you got into welding.
Yeah, so I had dropped out of college. I had started in fall of 2018, and I was just kind of bouncing between majors up until 2020. COVID hit, I dropped out. I was just working at a coffee shop, and I worked in Old Town Lansing at a coffee shop, so every single summer I would see ScrapFest on the street, and I'd go and look at these sculptures, and I thought, wow, I want to do that. So I did a bunch of research, found LCC's program, and in 24 I ended up finally pulling the trigger and starting up the program. And just like Miki said, like, I had no experience doing it or anything like that, but as soon as I got my hands dirty with it, I just was obsessed with it. I was addicted to it, itching to weld again. And all the instructors and all the people at LCC West are just amazing people. They make it feel like you can learn anything from them. And I just feel like it was not anywhere in my ballpark from when I was younger. Like, I want to be a welder. But as soon as I started doing it, that's all I could think about is like, I mean, I'd see a weld and just judge it, critique it, be like, I could have done that better.
It's so hard not
Yeah.
to.
So
I can't ride fair rides anymore.
I'm very, very addicted to welding and making things. I just got a fabrication job, and I'm already making little holders for like the stinger and the grounding clamp and everything like that. But yeah, no, it is very fun to just make things. And with metal, it's cool. I grew up with a carpenter dad, so it was wood when I was younger, but now it's metal, so it feels a little more complex and complicated. But
There's a little more science.
yes, and that's also what I love
right?
about it. Like,
Right.
just thinking about, like,
You can get real nerdy with it, which is
yeah.
fun.
I even asked, I mean, like, at my new job, I asked, I'm like, hey, we're using a hardened steel here. Should I like put this in an oven? Do we have an oven? They're like, no, sorry. Let's just weld it.
on.
But I was like, guys, it's not going to be as hard if we don't get it up to 450 and keep it at that temp. They're like, God, just do the excavator bucket, please. So no, I'm a nerdy guy, and all the science that goes into it is awesome. Metallurgy was a great class, and that's another thing that Miki was saying with the extracurriculars. Like, we got to do milling and lathes and every other kind of form of fabrication at the school as a part of the program, not just welding.
Yep.
So,
Which is fantastic.
yeah, exactly.
Because you can really see, like, there are no limits.
Yep.
You
Yes.
could build anything and everything.
Yeah, in that school alone, I think you could build a whole car if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
It's
I'm
awesome.
sure of it. That is
Yeah.
so cool. So you guys, I know Scott Poe.
Yes.
Love Scott Poe.
Amazing guy.
He's
Yeah,
the reason
best.
why I want to weld.
Yeah. Him
Like,
and Jeff.
he is such
And
Jeff
Seeley?
Haynes.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff Haynes.
Oh,
Jeff
and
Haynes.
Seeley.
All
Yeah.
three of them. Those are
Right.
the
Yeah.
instructors I was talking about.
My
I love
heroes.
those
Oh
guys.
my gosh. I know Scott Poe and Jeff Seeley, and we met Jeff through Skills USA. So he invited Josh and I to come and judge welding sculpture, for the high school students that do that
Amazing.
competition. So we've done that the last 4 years, and the last 3 years Scott Poe has been a part of it too. So we've gotten to know both of those guys, and they are amazing. I mean,
Yep.
amazing humans to start with, and then incredible instructors, and they are so passionate about the students. Like, Scott really loves you guys. I like
Yes.
feel okay really saying that he loves
Yes.
and really cares about his students, and not only while you're in his program, but as you are moving forward, taking next steps. I feel like he is a great cheerleader.
Yeah.
So I just, it was so much fun to watch them the last 2 years at ScrapFest. I get that little sneak peek into watching them teach, anywhere
Yeah.
from like 4-year-olds to retired people how to
Yeah.
weld in 5-minute sessions. And just from witnessing that, the level of just joy that they have in it
Yes.
too, I feel like every one of their students that I meet I sense that he has left a little bit of himself behind with each one idea.
100%.
He has, yeah.
You know, he's a really precious man. Scott is, right? So I just feel like, we definitely had to acknowledge Scott.
I just want to say, I feel like for a lot of us, especially at LCC, that is us becoming adults for the first time. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of us are in the same boat as me. Like, I live alone. I take care of everything by myself, like, without, you know, like, like, the knowledge I could get from, like, parents or whatever. And to navigate that alone and being at school, like, I would just go to school as a safe place. I would go weld, like, get some beads out, practice, and it's just, I was progressing my skills, but then I also realized, wow, I really like being here, and the environment is so good. There is one semester, it was really hard financially because I think my financial aid had stopped, like, supporting me, so I was talking to Scott about it, and I was just tearing up in the hallway. It was so funny, actually.
I would be. Oh my gosh.
It was so funny to me. It's funny to look back at now. I was just like, you know, the semester meant a lot to me. And he's tearing up, I'm tearing up. He's like, this is why we do it. Like, we do it for you guys. And I just am constantly thinking of him when I have to do hard things, especially at work. Like, he is amazing. The first semester, he's my first welding teacher. And I'm just so inspired by him. I think about him a lot just because he was there while I went from when I like had no clue how to do any of this, and now like I feel, you know, confident. Everyone has room to improve, but I feel confident and I feel like I can go out and I can help someone and I can weld up whatever for you. And the first semester I was so inspired, honestly, because I again had never felt so like compelled to do something in regard to my career, like a direction for my life. And we were doing my NC3 certification test, and I took forever trying to practice for it. And he was trying to help me with it because it was a different professor. It was Jeff Haynes, who was judging the practical to see if I'd pass or not. He was just there because it was the last day of the semester. Everyone's getting their finals done. And I had no clue, I guess, if I was going to take the following class, but I kind of knew.
Yeah.
I was still like, you know, I'm never on that side of school. I'm always on the downtown campus for, you know, like the social science classes, all that. I've never been to that campus. So it was just a big thing for me, and I was like, man, I should have gotten him a Christmas gift. Like, I was like, I'm so thankful. And he, like, takes his glove off, and he shakes my hand. I'm like, I've never had someone shake my hand like this. Like, what an honor. And he makes it feel the same way back. Like, it's like, oh, what an honor it was learning from you, but oh, what an honor it was teaching you. So it's such a privilege to have those teachers there, all of them. Like,
worth
outside
their weight in gold, probably a lot more.
Oh, they're amazing.
More than just enjoying welding, those are the guys that make it enjoyable to be there.
Yes.
It is just...
It's such a good break from life.
It's not even when they're not teaching you, they're just chipper guys that love to talk to their
know,
students,
they
and,
yap.
Yeah, I mean...
It's fun to be there.
Yes.
It's a good environment.
And
like,
their
what more
work.
could you ask
Exactly.
for in a learning environment?
I know.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. We do hear stories of people, they start out, they take classes. It could be community college, could be, welding school or whatever. And they're like, it just wasn't a good situation and I dropped out. And it's like, you don't want to hear that.
Right.
No.
So I feel like there's so many great things to take away from this conversation already, but one of them being, hey, if you are in the Lansing area and you're interested in welding, there's
I
a
tell
great
people that.
opportunity, at LCC.
Every time I talk to somebody out welding, I'm like, if you're even an ounce interested, go take a class at LCC.
The creative welding class is on the weekend. It's 1 day a week.
Oh, right. And is that Jeff and Scott?
They alternate.
They alternate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Seeley's, I think Seeley's done teaching. He's retired.
Yeah,
isn't
he
But
is
I think
retired.
he's still doing the creative welding.
He is.
That is his,
Amazing.
His gig.
His passion, for sure. He's so good at it. His sculpture was so gorgeous.
I know.
Yeah.
Magnolia
oh my
tree.
gosh, we loved it.
He leaned over to us and told us a little secret that he used a lot of glue on that one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so
Because he's like,
All the
it's
leaves.
rebar and aluminum leaves. How are you supposed to attach it? And I go, quick weld? And he goes, glue.
Blue.
You know what?
Yeah.
whatever works.
Exactly.
Whatever
goodness.
works, I mean, all those things are allowed. So,
Yup.
you make it work. I mean, that's part of welding, right? Creativity.
Yes.
How do I make this work so
Problem
it's not going to
solving.
bust up, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So actually, now that we're talking about that and we're talking a little bit about the sculpture, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So Josh and I, this was our first year participating, like I said, but we've attended the last several years,
Yeah.
and we've covered the event for the Fabricator. Yeah, so I remember walking up to the LCC sculpture last year, and I was just like, "Are you joking? This is the coolest thing!"
Thanks.
Like, it was so creative.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
So I would describe it as it was like a tabletop game where it was on a stand and the tabletop tilted, and it was like a labyrinth.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a ball maze.
A ball maze. And it was just so cool, so creative.
Thank you.
I'd never seen anything like that other than, I don't know, I feel like something when I was a kid, I saw something like that. Like a little car game for like a road trip.
Yeah.
But like this actual cool metal sculpture that you could play with that was so interactive. I mean, adults, kids, everybody was stepping up to that thing, wanting to give it a try.
Yes.
And I did it like 3 times.
Oh.
It was so cool. That one was amazing. Did you participate?
I didn't.
In that one?
I
Okay.
asked about 2 weeks too late, and they already had a team together, so it made me a little jealous. But they came in and got a coffee from me that day, so that was nice.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Oh, but then this year, you guys had a really cool sculpture that was actually a fountain, and like, what a cool idea. So, how many people are on your team? How did the idea come together?
There was 7, including Anna, right?
Yes.
So yeah, there were 7 of us, and all great, talented people at welding. And the idea, at least for me, as soon as Scott mentioned that we can use like wood and glass and water pumps for the small category, I heard water pump and I was like, well, what if we made a fountain?
Yep.
And I had this idea of like a 3-tiered fountain with the water coming out of the top, and they're all flowers for the tiers. Didn't pan out that way, but because that would have been tough. We did mostly aluminum for the build, and
Oh,
We
it
grabbed
was
a lot
mostly
of aluminum.
It was a lot of
Okay.
aluminum.
A lot of car hoods.
Oh,
yeah,
It was
I
hard.
mean, the
Yeah.
car hood melted like it was paper. Like it
Yup.
just
Oh, really?
right up. Yeah, it was a
Evaporated.
probably the hardest thing I've ever welded. So
What was the thickness on it?
it was, oh gosh, it was like a 16th of an inch.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
so
Yeah,
thin.
it was
Okay.
tiny.
Wow,
So
yeah.
I mean, like, Scott helped us out a lot. He went into one of the machines we had and messed with the settings and made it very easy for us to weld with.
It's all about
But I
those
mean, I was
settings.
sitting.
I know.
and I'm sitting there on a precision TIG, which doesn't have those kind of settings on there, and I've got it down to 2 amps, and I still can't. I still can't weld it.
I was like working it. You had to like melt the filler wire so it would drop on top of it and then weld on top of the filler bead.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 And that worked out pretty
Texas
well.
TIGging.
Yeah, Texas TIGging.
Literally, it was so hard. It was so incredibly hard. It was an amazing challenge, though.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was great.
gosh. But isn't that like, I think that's so cool because you're definitely like not having true control over the material that you are working
Yup.
with. You have to work with.
Yeah, do it.
What you grabbed out of the scrapyard.
Yeah.
Is, I mean, having done it ourselves this year, we have like next level respect for all the teams that have ever done this
Right?
because it is challenging.
Yes.
Oh,
we
yeah.
grabbed all stainless, and everything that we grabbed was mostly stainless, but it was like thick. Everything was thick, and it was like, well,
And you only have a
this
month.
Is what we have.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Only a
it's
month
only a
to
month,
do it.
and I think we only really worked in the last 2
Honestly,
weeks.
yeah, it was hard.
We did that too. We had 11 days.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we were all students. We all had busy schedules, so we're
Right.
trying to make it work where all 7 of us are in the shop at the same time. I don't think that happened ever.
Once.
That
it
you were
was
ever there together.
incredibly
All of us.
hard with life. Like my cousin had passed at the beginning of the month, so I couldn't participate the first like 2 weeks as much as I wanted to. But after that, it was just I'd get out of my apprenticeship at 3:30, and there were certain days. I think we only had 2 days in the week, and then a Saturday morning we could come in and work on it. So like a few of us would come in and just ball it out last
Like
2
you
weeks
had
of the
to.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it really came together. We really, like last year, for example, we wanted to do something eye-catching. We didn't know about the design, so we knew we wanted to do something interactive for the maze. And this year, it was, kind of along the same lines. Like, that fountain is eye-catching.
Oh,
it's
it's a
Yeah.
draw.
fluid.
It's
It's
such a
so
draw.
fun.
It
And, like,
is
there were
fun.
dogs coming up to it.
Yeah, we had a St. Bernard drinking out of it on that hot day. Oh,
Yeah.
it was so
Show
cute.
me a
Scott took a
picture.
picture of it. It was
Yeah.
so cute.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Scott did. Oh my gosh. It was so good.
Well, was it you or Anna who painted the flower?
I didn't paint it. I made the flower.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whoever
Okay.
painted it, they did yellow and
Yellow,
orange,
orange.
and it looks so good.
How was it collaborating with 7 people? Like, did you sort of divvy it up, or
It was hard.
It was
because
hard.
You all
Yeah.
have to, like, I learned especially from last year as a team, you kind of have to understand each other's, like, strong suits and how you guys initiate. Everyone
Yeah.
works differently. Like, there are some people who are like, just tell me what to do. And there are some people who are like, okay, like, I need to get this done.
Yeah.
So we kind of divided up. If you want to do this, you could do that. Like, we had someone who really wanted to cut our pattern to the base. And it was very important to them. They punched, Caroline, she punched every single one of those patterns out, and then she hand cut them. And it
Oh
came out
my
real
God.
nice.
Oh,
We
she
used-
didn't use the laser cutter, or not the plasma cutter,
They were going to, like,
the
put...
water table.
Yeah, they were going to put, like, the design into the computer and have it cut,
Yeah.
but they didn't do that. I'm pretty sure she
Oh.
cut it with her hands. Yeah, with the
My
plasma cutter. She
like,
is
hand
so...
cut it?
Yeah, with the plasma cutter.
I didn't
and
even know
pulling
that.
up the photo. I
Yeah.
gotta, like, look at this thing again.
It was amazing. It just that tedious work. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have done that, but she wanted to do that.
She
Well, and then-
committed to it.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
an
That's her
important part of the
thing.
design.
And she
Yes.
committed to the little pink flowers around the rim.
She made a lot of
She
them.
made a lot of them.
They're
and,
layered, too.
Yeah, and they're all of the car hood. She cut out a flower, bent it up, cut out a smaller flower, put it inside, and bent it up. And I think
she
she
had to
did
do-
4 layers,
She had
and
to,
then
like, bolt them.
she
it?
used a rivet
Oh.
to hold it all together.
really?
Yeah, and then
They're all aluminum.
Mickey tried to weld it on there, but that
Had
was
to do the same thing. Well, like, drop the filler metal on that little base, the basin, and then just heat it up and stick it.
yeah.
Stick it while it's hot.
You got a couple to stick, but then after that we were like, Mickey's not here. Let's use some JB weld.
Oh, really? Is that what you used? Because
I
I was
wouldn't-
trying to tell them how to do it. It was...
Oh, it was tough. I
Drew
tried.
and I were working the aluminum, dude.
Yeah.
We were working that aluminum.
You guys, look at how good
Thank
that
you so
is.
much.
Look at how good
It's
that
truly
is.
everyone's
Thank you.
brains coming together. Like, that was truly the teamwork. Even the bugs down here.
love all the
Vanessa
bugs.
really
Yeah.
wanted to do bugs.
I mean, it's
Did
kind
the
of a-
frog.
He did the
I did the
frog.
frog, yeah.
Yes.
The frog.
Yeah,
Well,
that
the
was-
main
It's
character.
got personality.
That was my like
Yes.
3-day project,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get that frog together. And Scott had even said it reminds him of those old ones the plastic ones that you could flick the
Yeah.
back of.
Oh
And
my
pop.
gosh, yes.
And it is kind of what I was going for.
That is totally what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh my
That one's also
gosh.
made of car hood, so he's just tacked together, but he held up
So
pretty well.
much of it is car hood.
Oh yeah.
Like, so much. The flowers, the lily pad.
And I think you can see in that weld that's holding the lily pad there. I went a little excessive just so it wouldn't break off.
Yeah,
But-
I mean,
You
gotta
can
do
see
what
my
you
weld
gotta do.
behind it,
Yeah.
too. That's hard. It's just stacks
Yeah.
on stacks,
I
covered
feel
it
like
with
this
color.
is the best part of ScrapFest is like we like all look at the welds and like the techniques and like, okay, did they tack? Did they like not because I don't know. To me, like for us, ScrapFest doesn't feel like a competition. It just feels like
it's
this
truly
really fun
not.
community
Yes.
project. And
Yeah,
like,
it's not a
so
competition.
funny.
It's an art show, really.
Yes.
It really, really is. And then it's just like in a celebration of creativity and fabricators,
Yeah.
welders, artists.
Yes.
Right? It's just like a combination of some of the coolest people doing the coolest things out of the weirdest materials.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so fun to look at the welds at ScrapFest.
Well,
Yeah.
we've got this
They
thing.
tell such a story.
It's half stainless and half aluminum, I think,
Yes,
by volume. So the bottom part that we've got with the cutouts of the flowers and
Mild
everything,
steel.
and then the podium it's sitting on, that's all
Stainless.
and the podium had a 6-inch inner diameter tube coming off of it. And so we cut that off. I
what
cut it
was
in half.
that? Do you remember what
I
that
think
was?
it was like the top of like an old boiler or something. Like I don't know exactly what it was.
Okay.
But Mickey and I took a couple hammers and flattened that thing out.
It
Welded
was
that.
hard.
Oh, it was. I mean, it's taking up almost spring-loaded steel and
That took
bending
a
it back to
majority of our
shape.
time is trying to figure out how to make a basin to hold water. We ended up just using flex seal.
lot of Flex Seal.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
So we
Well-
bolted it because we couldn't weld it, and then we used Flex Seal because we saw the water was coming out from it. And I mean, tire rim, that was
That was a
hard to
good
work
use
with.
of the rim.
It
yeah.
was.
Yeah, we had a hard time debating on what the basin should be because we wanted to build up and around it. So
Yeah.
it's like it couldn't be what the base is because it was just too narrow for what we wanted that flower to come out of.
Oh, it's so cool. I love all the flowers around the basin.
Caroline did an amazing job, yeah.
Caroline, yeah, she painted them too, and
She did?
yeah, every time I look at them, it like from a distance, it looks like Monet's water lilies.
They do. They're so delicate.
Yeah,
They are
They're
delicate.
very pretty.
Like so pretty. But
Yes.
even, I mean, there's so much life in all the flowers and, you know, with the little insects and everything. And I feel like it shows it was a really successful collaboration.
Truly
Is-
collaboration.
yeah.
Everyone is in it.
Yeah.
All 7 people.
It's so cool. So what year of the program were most people in?
We're almost about finished.
Yeah, I think
Most of you are-
Katie graduated.
Oh, yeah, she did.
And then Vanessa just started.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Elysia just start too?
Yeah, because I haven't seen her around that much.
I
She
haven't.
just started too.
And then Caroline. I think Caroline
She's on the
finished
same. Really? I thought she was on the same as us. I thought she was almost done.
too. Oh,
I guess you and I are just in the same boat.
Yeah, you and I are taking our time. We're
Yeah,
taking our
because
time.
you want to do ScrapFest next year too.
Yeah, I honestly, after doing it this year, I was like, I'm gonna take one class every semester now, and
Let's
then
just
just
do
ride
it
that out
every
and do
year.
ScrapFest
Do
with them as much as I
Scrapfest.
can.
Like, why not, right?
Yeah.
It's such a fun, like, joyful thing.
It
And
is.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's what Josh and I said, okay, we don't know if we could actually participate at, like, large sculpture again. That was crazy.
Yeah.
He had to take a whole week of work off. You know, it was like vacation days to
Yup.
do
Yup.
it. But no matter what, at some level, whether we get like a vendor booth or something, like, we want to be a part of it. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like, even if like we're just volunteering, doing the welding booth,
Aw,
whatever it is,
that's amazing.
like, you just want to be a part of it.
Same here.
You just get to connect with cool people.
Yeah. Even talking to the artists, like Drew and I had gotten there early on Friday, and we went from like the beginning to the end, and we got to talk to a lot of the artists. Friday was a little bit slower because I mean
Yes.
it had just started at 5.
Right.
So it was interesting to hear about how they distributed their time into putting it, because a handful of these people do have their like shop at home, but we had our shop at school, so we could only be
Right.
in the shop if there is a lab tech or if Scott was there. So we had to work around that a lot. A lot of us were only there. Well, Drew and I know like we got out of work later in the day, so we were really riding out those afternoons.
Yep.
And it's interesting to hear everyone's hardships, because then you look at yours and you're like, you know what? Like, we're all kind of struggle busing at some point, and then we get to the grace period where we're like, all right, we're flying through it now.
Yep. Well, yeah, and then I think there's like a couple companies that have teams. I don't know, like there's a blacksmithing school, and the instructors
the
there.
MSU one too of
Yeah.
lady
Yeah.
welders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I believe that like they just have the time during the ScrapFest season to just work on it. Like there's
Amazing.
a couple of blacksmiths who made the Triceratops.
Oh my
skull.
goodness.
Yes,
that was my
that
They
favorite.
have a
was-
team. That thing is gorgeous.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Gorgeous.
I took a million pictures of that. It was
Yeah.
so awesome.
It was so beautiful.
I was like, you made that.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know how
Right?
you made that.
Well, yeah, and it's all I-beams that are cut up and heated and then forged,
crazy.
hand forged with a hammer. And
thing is
it's
probably
like
so heavy.
First thing I said is that thing belongs in a museum. It's like an
Yes,
anatomically
it does.
accurate
Yeah.
skeleton.
It absolutely needs to go into.
Natural History Museum.
Yeah, that thing just blew. I think it blew all of us away when we saw it
Yeah.
on drop-off day. I was
Oh
like,
my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, you guys made that. You guys are in a league of your own.
But isn't that cool? Like,
So
they have all
amazing.
those smithing skills. That
Yes, it
really,
highlights
I
that.
mean, they just really stood out. I mean, there was also massive welds on the back of that thing.
But from the
you
front,
know?
it didn't look like. So I mean, I had one of the vendors. He was like, "Is that made of one big piece of steel?"
Right.
I don't think so.
It wasn't.
No,
'Cause
it's
that would
like
be
all
crazy.
welded on the back.
So you
Right.
go to the back and
Right.
look at it, but yeah.
But you'd almost think it was poured into a mold or something.
Oh,
you know?
They made
Right.
it look
So,
like it.
right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Jeez.
really just beautiful, beautiful work.
Yeah.
And, you know, you see stuff like that and it inspires you. Like, oh, what could we try? What sort of limits could we push?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know you said your cousin has a welder that you can use. Do you have a welder at home?
I have the tiniest little
Mine's tiny too.
It's terrible. It's the size of a toaster.
Oh,
And
mine's not that small.
Yeah, no.
Plasma cutter.
No, yeah, I mean, it looks like a plasma cutter. It is a stick welder that I think it can only get up to like 120
You TikTok
amps.
shop it?
Oh
my dad
gosh.
got it on Amazon.
Oh my
He's like, let's
goodness.
try this out. I've seen stuff. He saw it on TikTok, but he got it on Amazon. He's like, let's try this out. It's like $50.
Oh my gosh.
It can only weld like 16th and eighth inch steel, and it can only run like 1/32 rod. Like, it is crazy
Oh
small.
my gosh.
It is like having a miniature welder, but the Stinger's the same size as a normal one. So
Right,
it
right.
just looks, it's just weirdly proportioned. It looks funny. I haven't used it to make or fix anything. I've just used it to run beads and practice at home.
I
that's
welded
perfect,
my
though.
car with
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
Huh?
I welded my car with mine.
Yeah.
Someone stole my catalytic converter. So they
Aw.
cut into the exhaust, and my cousin and I had to like make this adapter in the wall. He's a lineman, so he knew what he was doing. He's like,
Oh,
don't
that's
do
good.
this. He was like unscrewing the electricity box. He's like, you're gonna kill a lineman if you do this. I was like, okay. He's like, I know what I'm doing. So then, because we had something in the wall, I don't remember how many amps it was, but we had to hook it up. The welder called for like, what, 420? I don't really know. It was
I wasn't there. I don't know.
really, I was hoping that you could use your electricity brain to help me because it's been a minute. But we were like pigtailing them to adapt them to whatever was in the wall. And I was like, well, I never thought I would have used electricity outside of class, but that worked. It was crazy.
That is a wild thing to do.
I know. I don't
Yeah.
drive that car anymore, but it did hold up.
It held up. It held up.
It
when you
held
needed
up.
it to
She's
hold up.
she's still running.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your jobs because you're both still finishing the welding
Mm-hmm.
program, right? And Miki, you are in an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
How was the process of getting that apprenticeship? Because this is the thing that a lot of young students are like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, okay, I'm in school, but now I have enough skills under my belt to, get into the industry, entry level, whatever. What did that look like for you? Looking for a job, applying, all of that.
I feel like, especially at West Campus, they give us a lot of good resources. I have two things. One, I somehow admitted to being in this chain of emails where it's two job/apprentice specialized counselors will send out emails on job openings, and they're not all towards welding, so it's towards like all the trades on that side of
Okay,
school.
gotcha.
They sent it to everybody.
Oh, do
Yeah,
they?
I get it too.
Okay, I was like, did I opt into this on accident? It was good, but I was like, okay, I'm not an electrician, but I also took a manufacturing process class at school as an elective for my welding
that's great.
associates.
Yeah.
Yes, so what we got to do is we got to go on a field trip every day, and we got to go to a bunch of different manufacturing places in town.
That is
and
cool.
I went to one over in Williamston, and I ended up really liking it. I liked their apprenticeship program because it really highlighted understanding just the simplest skill sets. Like, you would think you know how to use a drill. All you gotta do is press the trigger. And I learned, okay, there's a little bit more to it.
There is,
Yeah, and there's a little
yes.
more, like, to how fast you want to drill it, depending on the size of your drill or whatever. So it's good to know because, like, if I'm using anything, like, I want to be knowledgeable in it, and if I'm helping someone else, like, I want to be knowledgeable in it so that they can be safe and that they can feel confident. I think that's really important to do. It's really nice being at my apprenticeship. It's really similar to school right now. The first few months is we had to do a lot of like book work, and we're doing
But
a lot
that's
of
great.
projects. It is really nice, actually. I'm really grateful for the transition. I feel very knowledgeable in welding, but then outside of that, like, I haven't taken my machining class yet at LCC or my rigging class, but outside of like the welding courses, the extent of my knowledge goes, like, it stops at where my car ends. Like, that's, yeah, I can help my car out. If I'm working on a machine, like this past week we had to tap and drill on some of our like blow mold extruders, so extrusion machines. And it was nice to kind of have the pressure of being out there and being like, okay, you know how to do this. Now you got to get the chills away and just do it. So it's like 8,000 hours or something, and then I get my journeyman's card after, and
Wow.
it's really nice. I do get to see what the older apprentices do, and they're in their own stations.
What is this specific apprenticeship?
It's a welding fabrication apprenticeship, yeah.
Okay.
So I definitely want to stick to it.
What company is it?
Beckham America.
Props to them, because I love nothing more than a company that has a great apprenticeship program.
It's amazing. It's like really structured.
Yeah,
honestly,
you got the spot.
It's rare.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I'm grateful.
not as common as
That's what they were
a
saying,
lot of
too.
organizations would make you think. Like, oh yeah, you just get into apprenticeship. Oh, you're gonna make 6 figures right out of school within 2 years, and it's like, oh, stop telling kids that.
You start somewhere.
Like, come on.
You have to be aware of and like
there's
the realism behind
there's
that.
entry level. There is,
Yeah.
a lot of times you got to pay your dues a few years. And some people luck out and get some crazy cool position, but that is very, very rare. And it is hard to get into an apprenticeship to find one.
It is.
And so, like, I'm, like, so thrilled for you to get
Thank
that
you.
opportunity. Truly. And I don't think we say enough that you will be learning for years
Yep.
when
For
it
the rest
comes
of
to
your life.
welding and fabrication.
Yep.
There's so much to know. You can know as much as you want to, or you can just shut it off and do production on MIG your whole life.
Yeah.
Really, the world is your oyster when it comes to welding. And I'm guessing Scott is somebody who's very, like Scott Poe and the other instructors are very truthful about
He is.
what
He's always
that
like, you got to
world
start
looks
somewhere.
like. Yeah.
You got to
Exactly.
start somewhere, spend 6 years there, and that's a good starting job.
Exactly.
That's what he said.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just in general, all of us who have gotten jobs. Like, he
Yeah.
does keep it real.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
It's like that ongoing education, and a lot of times that is led by yourself. Like you need to keep doing that and really pushing yourself, because not only does that, potentially bring you higher wages, but also like other opportunities. I can't even tell you, as I really watched my husband start out in an apprenticeship, he was a millwright. And then all the doors that welding has opened for him, and then eventually for me over the years, is just mind-blowing. Like, you would
Yeah.
never imagine. And so I love hearing, like, both of you, I love hearing how much you love it and how much you love pursuing the knowledge of it, because you will never stop. But there's gonna be the ups and downs. There always
Yeah.
is,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But you will just always want to hear about, like, what's the coolest thing, what's
Yeah.
the latest technology, what's going on in the welding
Yeah.
world. So for you, going back to you having an apprenticeship is such a cool opportunity.
I'm very
And
grateful for it.
yeah, I'm so glad that you got that. And then, so Drew, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing, because your job is relatively newer as well.
Yes, I've only been there a couple months. I think this is my 3rd month now. I work for Asbestos Abatement Incorporated, so it's not. I didn't even start there to weld. I started there to get my toes wet in the trades, and like you said, with people getting frustrated, I think I applied to 150 places across the whole state, and I didn't hear
gosh.
anything back.
Wow.
So AAI works with my dad a lot, and so I had a connection there, and they were like, yeah, send him his application in, and we'll get you on your way. I walked in there, and 15 minutes, interview was over, and 3 hours later they said, hey, we want you. So, but what helped was something Miki brought up earlier, is all the certifications and the OSHA 30 and everything we got from school really helped. As soon as I told them I had OSHA 30, they're like, sweet, that's another 40-hour training we don't have to give you.
Right.
And
that's great.
So, like, otherwise, I would have had over 100 hours of training just for this job alone. But yeah, so I got hired there for just like general laborer, for demolition and abatement, and then it was only a few weeks ago I got a call asking if I'd be interested in doing some welding stuff for the company. And the funny thing is, they sent me to the warehouse, and they had me doing warehouse things, but I don't think the office communicated with the warehouse and told them that I'm a welder. So I didn't get into the fab shop till the end of the week. But yeah, so I'm working on excavator buckets and fixing them up and just adding material and hard surfacing and making sure that they can last a little longer on these demo projects. And at the moment, I'm not in the fab shop. They've got me doing other jobs for the company. Like right now, I'm the foreman at the state lab they're building over in Diamonddale, which
cool.
is really cool project. Chrisman's a great company, so it's nice to work with them. And our job is just cleaning there between phases of construction. So,
wow.
and the great thing about the company is they work with the state a lot, I think right now they're doing Cooley High School in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Getting they're abating it, getting the mold and asbestos out of there.
Yes.
And the state's paying for it. So that's prevailing wage. That's a lot of money. And so those opportunities that are coming along with now, I'm welding for the company. I'm doing split wage. It's not a full-time welding gig, but it is an incredible opportunity that I'm super happy to have. I'm kind of jealous of Miki with the apprenticeship, but
I'm jealous of you.
Everything's an opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yes.
experience I'm getting from not just welding and doing other things.
And you get to be on different job sites.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
It's been really cool. So far, just that state lab, but again, that's just cleaning, so it's fairly easy.
But you also just started,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
It's only been a few months, and so I'm excited to see where they send me next. Abatement sounds a little scary when you say you're working with asbestos, but there's so much PPE that goes into that, so I'm not
there's
worried
so
about
many
that.
safety precautions.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you use it, then you're good.
Only
right?
problem is the mustache has to go, so
Oh shoot!
yeah, that's
Drew.
a big problem.
Oh, that's like whenever my husband has to get tested for, like, they have to wear a certain kind of respirator.
Yep, you gotta be clean shaven.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of his whole
Yeah.
beard.
And the stubble comes back one day later, so I gotta shave every day if I'm on an abatement site.
Oh my gosh! Why? Yeah, it's got to be like real snug though for that.
Yep.
There's no messing around with the
No,
asbestos.
and you know what? If it's gonna be for my health and safety, especially 10, 20, 30 years down the line,
Yes.
I'll get rid of the mustache for a little bit.
And,
Right.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you're gonna have a super baby face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I look 8 years younger when I shave it off.
Oh, that's
crazy.
my husband.
Dang.
That's my husband too.
Yeah.
I'm like, once he shaves, I'm like, oh my gosh, you look like you're in your you're 30 again or something. It just sort of freaks me out. Like, grow that back.
Yes.
And we need to look the same age.
Same thing with, I think any guy that I know that has facial hair, when they just get rid of it out of the blue, no warning. I think the last time my dad did that, my little brother cried. So
Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
he hasn't
yeah.
done that in a while. But
That's funny.
Oh
it's-
my gosh.
It is definitely jarring.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So let's talk a little bit about, do you have any sort of big dream, right, with welding? Is there something that you'd really like to try or you'd really like to build, or even like a career goal right now? I'm sure for you it's completing the apprenticeship.
I have thought of beyond that actually.
Oh, good. I wanna
Like
hear.
I really enjoyed TIG welding. Like LCC teaches D11, so we don't get to do too much TIG in our program.
Yep.
So then I also really liked when we took our pipe fitting class or pipe welding class.
I haven't taken
I-
that one yet.
Really?
Yeah,
Are you
I
taking
know.
it in the fall?
I believe so.
Oh my gosh, I loved that class so much. I did not know how to weld open root until I took that class. Like we have an advanced art class we take as a requirement, like a prereq. And I don't know how I passed that class because I could not get anything through the open root at all, and it was opened. Like
Oh
I
my
couldn't. But pipe made me feel so confident. I loved it so much. So it would actually be super cool to weld on pipes, but also because I like TIG so much, I feel like it would be cool to weld like aerospace stuff.
Oh,
So those are kind of two things I have in mind briefly that I would really strive.
Are there opportunities for TIGging at your during
My
your
apprenticeship, they do primarily MIG and TIG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good news.
Yes.
That's good news.
Yep.
So hopefully you have some time to just like start running TIG beads.
I know,
you know?
soon, hopefully. I got to get through the projects first, and then
Yeah.
I'll be like the other apprentices.
I love
Yeah.
that. And how about you, Drew?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say like I have like a career dream.
Yeah.
But I think like eventually getting to the point where I could own my own fab shop or something like that. But
Yeah.
like I said earlier, my dad's a carpenter, so I've talked to him about it multiple times. I just asked him like, hey, maybe we should make furniture or something like that together. You know,
Yeah.
like some nice tables, TIG welded, because TIG is very fun.
Yes.
It's
Can't emphasize that
satisfying.
enough.
Yeah.
So satisfying.
Yes, it is. But yeah, I mean, like, just being able to make stuff and sell it, even if it's just like a side hobby or, you know, some
Yeah.
side business, something like that. It's something that I would really love to have available to me versus, you know, like, I don't have a dream to work anywhere or anything like that. I mean, working in a fab shop is like probably the career dream for me.
Yeah.
No matter what I'm doing. I've got a buddy who makes stairs and railings out in Seattle, and
Which is cool.
he
That's
tells me about it
amazing.
every day, and it is he loves it, and you know, and he sends me pictures because it's not the same thing every day. You know, he's
Right.
making
It's the best.
custom stairs for people. So I think having the challenge of doing a different thing every day is something I would love to do. So
I love that. And you guys are both like still so young. So it'll be really interesting to see over the years as your skills and your knowledge, just keep progressing, how that sort of changes and develops over time.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel really excited for you because I remember sort of being that age and wondering, I wonder what it's going to look like in 10 years, 20 years.
Right.
And then seeing the different things and the different opportunities that Josh and I have had. And like, I'm excited for you guys to experience that.
Thanks for saying that.
Yeah. This has been so fun.
It's
so
amazing.
amazing. Like getting to know both of you guys and hearing your passion. And I mean, your stories are the ones that we love to share. Just young people getting after it, having passion that's really driving you to be a part of this industry, a part of the community of people in it. And it's what makes me love doing what we do.
That's amazing.
So I was thrilled to. I almost couldn't sleep last night because I was like, get to talk to, young people that are super excited about the trades. And,
I see your passion. Like I feel like I
like-
always known that about you. Like in our brief, just like the intro conversations. Like I get that from you, and that means a
thanks.
lot because
Yeah.
I mean, young people need that support because it's hard for young people to believe in themselves. But when it's like even a second ago when you're talking about back when you were in our shoes, like it's nice to know that there's a point where you do get established. Like there's a point where you do feel like confident. You could start like putting things out instead of like soaking everything in and trying to make things like make ends meet.
Oh, yeah.
So it's amazing to have this opportunity and to talk to you and to briefly get to know you too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is so cool. Do you guys post any of your stuff on social media?
the only thing I've posted is ScrapFest so far.
Oh, well,
but-
that's so great.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times you can't post like work stuff.
Yeah.
It's either hard to take photos or you're not allowed to. Or
there'll be stuff on my Instagram story, but that's about it.
perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm sure. Wait, when you were a barista and you won like best barista in Lansing, you didn't like post your? Did you post your
Oh, of course I
coffee
did.
stuff? Okay, there we go.
No, when I posted the
my
link for people to
gosh.
vote for me, I was like, guys, you gotta let me win.
Yeah,
I gotta win this one.
I can't believe you got that.
But yeah, you should totally post your welds like you posted your
Well,
coffee.
I mean,
Yeah.
my first day on welding the excavator bucket, I think I posted like 20 things to my story. I was just so excited.
Yeah, I saw
to
that.
I
just-
love it.
Like, we are so back, is what
Yes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I love that. We are
It's so
so
good.
We are
back.
so back.
Exactly.
Well, thank you guys once again for
Thank you.
joining
Thank you.
us, and we'll make sure everybody follows your Instagrams and kind of follows along with your journey over the next several years. even.
Right.
So, yeah, I know I can't wait to see what y'all are up to, and then hopefully we get to reconnect again.
Yes.
Through ScrapFest.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Oh, so many things about this conversation will stay with me. I loved hearing Miki say that online school simply wasn't how she learned best, but taking a welding class just for fun changed everything. And when she says, I'm not a school gal, she's not saying she isn't intelligent or that she isn't curious. She's saying she's a hands-on learner, someone who wants to build, experiment, solve problems, get her hands dirty. And when she says, I like the hard work, I like the dirty work, it means so much more to me than just making money. She's challenging so many of the stereotypes that we hear about younger generations, and I love it. And of course, Drew echoed the same passion, but in a different way. He said, as soon as I got my hands dirty with it, I was obsessed. I appreciate how openly he embraced being a little nerdy about welding and really loving the scientific aspects of the trade, because it isn't just sparks and steel and dirt. It's science, engineering, creativity, and constant problem solving. And something else that also stood out about these two young people was the respect that they showed for the people around them. They spoke so highly of their instructors, and not just as teachers, but as mentors, true mentors. Miki even called them her heroes, and they were just as quick to celebrate their classmates and each other. That's an incredible culture, the kind that helps people really grow. We also talked about the realities of job hunting, the importance of lifelong learning, and the excitement in discovering work that gives you purpose. So if you'd like to follow along with Miki and Drew's welding journeys, you can find them on Instagram at IXKYMIKI. That is IXKY_MIKI. And Drew, you can follow on Instagram at Drew Van Zee, DrewVanZee. Miki and Drew, thank you for sharing your stories, your honesty, and your enthusiasm. And to everyone else, thank you for listening to the Still Building America podcast.
Still Building America is a production of Fabricators and Manufacturers Association and part of the FMA Podcast Network. The podcast is hosted and created by Darla and Josh Welton. Episodes are produced and edited by Gareth Slager and Darla Welton. Additional production support by Dan Davis, Andy Flando, Dana Weicker, Mike Owen, Billy Culpa, Elizabeth Gavin, and me, Sarah Spring. Thank you for listening.